Good morning. So we're on our way to a follow-up appointment. I'm looking forward to getting back to work, but you know, like I said before, I have concerns. I have to make sure I remember to bring up all my concerns. I know my boyfriend's concerned for me because I'm finding that more often than not, when I wake up in the morning, it's like a burning feeling in my shoulder. And all those things are not good. And then, it'll be cricket for just a second, guys. And then I have my meeting at 11 at the fire department to interview them for my school paper. So I'm excited. So good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I am done with the doctor's appointment, and I met with a guy that's different, but he's still, because there's the main doctor and he has two physician assistants, and I just met with the other physician assistant today because my guy couldn't make it today, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Nice guy. I like him. So I talked to him about the numbness in my hand, how it happens 2 to 3 times a week now since my surgery. I love this angle. He doesn't think it has anything to do with my actual shoulder. He says the symptoms I'm describing, because he's like, have you got an MRI, ever got an MRI done on your arm? And I'm like, no. He says it sounds like carpal tunnel. He actually wants to order a nerve test to be done to make sure that there's no nerve damage in my shoulder and in my neck, because my neck feels tight and it's causing problems in my arms. He says Al and I may not approve the test, but he wants to try to get the test done so they can rule out other potential issues and damages that might have been caused. And then he asked me if my work has modified duty. He's like, is it all or nothing at your work? I said, sometimes they can do modified duty. He goes, well, I'm gonna release you to modified duty. He's like, but I'm gonna really restrict you. Like really, really restrict you. I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at the restrictions, and it's never more than 10 pounds. I can't ever pick up more than 10 pounds. Seldom, I can't pick up more than 5 pounds. Frequently, I can't pick up more than 1 pound, and on a regular basis, not lifting at all. And that I'm restricted to computer work between 1 to 3 hours a day. And I'm like, that's my homework time alone. He's also ordered physical therapy because I still do not have a good range of motion in my arm, and not enough range of motion that he feels confident in releasing me back to work full time. So I appreciate this doctor. I appreciate the fact that they're not just trying to, push me out and just get it done. That they're actually trying to make sure that I'm 100% before I go back to work. So I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that this doctor's office has fought so hard when L and I, has been dragging their feet along the way because they want to get everything squared away and get a person healed and, back to 100%. And they're super patient and they're super nice. So I really appreciate that, because there are some places that, when you cause a little bit of a ruckus because, it's L&I or whatever, they're just like not about it. And they they're kind of like, all right, whatever. But again, this place, they really, really have, and I guess they have their own specific person that just works with L&I alone. Like, just they have a person that just does L&I. So it's an office that deals with it a lot, and they're not an office that's like, well, we're not taking L&I claims, they don't pay us, blah, blah, blah. They want the person to be treated. They want the person to be better. So I really appreciate that. But I have a little bit of time to kill. I made myself a chai tea, grabbed a slice of cold pizza for breakfast because that is bomb. I made myself chai because I had to stop back by home after my doctor's appointment. And I'm on my way to meet up with some friends for a little bit before my appointment at the firehouse, which is here in downtown Olympia anyways. So I'm gonna go and sit down with some friends for a little bit and then head over to the firehouse, and hopefully I can get what I need, what my teacher's looking for, and write a good paper. So I just arrived at the fire station. I'm about to go in. I'm about to meet with this gentleman and try to get some information, some cool information for my paper. I'm super excited. I mean, it doesn't look like much. I passed the cool sign. Look at that. Olympia Fire Department customer parking only. So yeah, here we go. So I just got done at the fire station with the Jimmy John's. Someone ordered some Jimmy John's with the fire chiefs that work with the fire prevention, and they were actually super, like, I'm not saying like, oh, you know, nobody is awesome. I don't know. They were so awesome. And like, my last experience with firefighters was not that good. But this experience with firefighters was awesome. We spent an hour. They wanted to make sure that I was getting the information needed. And they literally, oh God, like I can't say enough good stuff about these guys that just helped me out. They were sweet. You could tell that they were super passionate about prevention and just what they do in general as firefighters. Like, they were awesome. And I told them I was so nervous to meet them because I was not treated well by an assistant fire chief from another fire station, and they knew exactly who I was talking about, and they said, "We're sorry, he's kind of a knucklehead." Like, everyone else that works at that station, super nice. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad to know that he's just the arrogant jerk. And they're like, yeah, like, and they're like, we're both, you know, small town guys, so we know where we come from. We would not treat somebody like, you're both there to learn something. And they're like, we're so sorry that he treated you that way. And I'm like, it was not pleasant. But I was like, but one of the EMTs ended up doing a very public apology because she realized that she was wrong. Just, it was good. I got so much great information. I for sure am going to be able to turn it into a good paper. A lot of the base information I got from them, and then I will turn it. I have to get resources from, like, you know, my school library and stuff. So definitely be able to get it there. And there was a couple things that, like, we really, really want to make sure that you get this in your paper. It's really important that people know. I'm super glad that I was able to meet with them and that they were willing to meet with me. So hopefully that paper turns out great. I need to make sure I edit the video from yesterday because I didn't. Yeah, and then start writing my paper. And yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. So it's the end of the night. I am editing my vlogs. I am rocking on my paper. Ooh, my hair I have all pinned up and out of my way, and it's blah, blah, blah. I spent a little time with some friends, and it's time to wind down and go to bed. Oh, you can see my shadow. Oh, you can see my shadow, me holding my camera. So, I hope you guys had a wonderful day with me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.